Hello and welcome to the show, if that's what this is. Someone actually suggested yesterday that when talking on social media or communicating digitally, you should be wearing this. This is ridiculous. For years, working outdoors, I wore this. Still always have one with me. Part of the routine. It's a simple cotton bandana. Used it for sawdust, particulate matter. While some people say it'll help with this, it will, but it's more for morale than it is for medical functionality. The thread count just isn't high enough with this. Microfiber is better. And even better than that is an N95 mask. So it's basically the difference. It's like thread count in sheets, 1600 versus 300. When you can see through it. If you can see light through it, it's probably not going to work effectively. Keep that in mind. There's a bunch of stuff going on, a bunch of stuff I keep forgetting to talk about that I wanted to talk about. So we'll get started. And I do know I have the world's loudest mouse, and now that I've said it, everybody can hear that, but we'll just keep plugging away. So, couple things. People in San Diego got tickets for watching the sunset, which is amazing. The dog has just come into the shot. Hold on. Maybe I'll let the dog guest star at some point, or star. You'd probably do better. People in San Diego, I think, got tickets for watching the sunset. I understand in principle, but the optics are all wrong. I understand people shouldn't be abusing the rule, but the rules are unclear. They want us to social distancing, don't go outside, but go outside to exercise, but you can't congregate. 10 or more is congregating, but you shouldn't get together in any groups of any size. It's confusing. So one of the saddest things you can see is the playground that's roped off. That's just sad. And I understand why. But again, the optics. Put a sign up, make a statement, make a blanket statement, Come up with a catchy slogan like, mask it or casket, your choice. Maybe that's too much, but come up with something catchy. They keep upping it instead of locking it down in the beginning like they should have. So it's real interesting because they're calling this the new normal to kind of get you to accept that. Don't accept it as normal. We have to obey the rules, but rules should be based on logic and not just a quick response to have something to say. They want us to be 6 feet apart. They've roped off tennis courts with caution tape. Now, I have only played tennis a couple times in my life, and I am not good at it at all. But I believe tennis is typically done more than 6 feet apart. You have a sport that is as far away as two people can get from each other. And keep in mind that all indicators are that you have to be exposed to this virus for 15 to 30 minutes continuously to have it impact you. It would seem that tennis would be a safe sport for people to play outside. And it would also seem that the best we could do is just your standard nasty bathroom rules. Just basic precautions, standard nasty bathroom rules. The science will come to our rescue eventually. Science comes to help. It doesn't always take a fast boat, but it usually gets there. I saw something where there was a press conference and the governor had a mask on for the optics, good. First time, he took the mask off and sat it on a podium. Now he's going to use that mask again. It's already contaminated or potentially contaminated. And all this is about potential contamination, since we don't know what is actually contaminated or not. And we just have to follow the same rules that adults have followed in store bathrooms for years. Nothing with your hands. You're like a ninja in there, and you're just flipping around and kung fu fighting and doing kicks to flush this or lock this or unlock that. You're just moving around. I mean, most as an adult man, I've learned to do almost everything I need to in the bathroom. I could do it with my hands cuffed behind my back. Matter of fact, I think I could do everything with my hands cuffed behind my back, because don't touch any surfaces. It's just basic hygiene. Unfortunately, we're in a rule where they have had we've had touch screens come out, which are just, I've always felt those were really, really nasty surfaces. And you know, we need to just practice caution. Now, little quiz for everybody. What was the last thing you remember, like a year ago, that was going to destroy us? Think for a couple seconds. What was going to destroy us? What was the thing that we were just, panicked about? Because it's always something. Because remember, in this grand illusion, we can only handle one subplot at a time. So what was the last big distraction? Anybody? Bueller? The spotted lanternfly. If you said spotted lanternfly, you guessed right. Remember that? A year ago. Well, what happened? What happened to that? What happened to the spotted lanternfly? Where'd it go? I haven't heard about it. I mean, if an asteroid's heading towards Earth and the second asteroid comes, we don't ignore the first asteroid. But what's happening with that? We get fed stuff, and we can only handle one thing at a time. None of this is going to be the thing that destroys us. It just isn't. Like the Beatles said, obla di, obla da, life goes on. We'll be fine. But we have to be smart, and we have to learn from it, and we have to grow. So that being said, thank everybody for the feedback. I hope that this is providing a bit of satirical relief, maybe a little bit of information on the information basis. You can go on TurboTax online, and there's a thing on there to sign up for a relief package for people that have not filed their taxes in the past year or two, based on this supposed stimulus that's coming out of nowhere. But there's a thing to sign up where they expedite it. If you go on TurboTax and look for COVID relief, you'll see it, just so you know. And hopefully that'll help some people out. And if there's anything anybody needs and can help, happy to help. And stay safe. And I will talk to you soon. I know that one was at noon, like it was planned, but anybody knows I'm not good at on time. I'm more of an in time kind of guy. And thank you. And we will see you again soon.